for her because he didn't know that she was pregnant. At that we were 13, and I'm the youngest. Who has 13 of us, and everyone is still very much alive, keeping strong and loving God. And he completely bought in some extras. Yeah, and this doctor gave my mom prescribed some drugs, and my mom was just taking the drugs, not knowing, what the adverse effects would be. So when he got to find out that my mom was pregnant, she was like, "Oh my God, Mrs. Sukopo, I cannot do this to you." Because he happened to be a very close family friend of my father, and my mom was like a family friend. And he said, "I cannot do this to you. If you give birth to this child will be deformed. He'll either not have eyes or he'll be no legs. He'll come out deformed." And he said, "I cannot do this. We need to take this child. We need to flush the child away." And she said, "Okay, I'll let me go pray." Yeah, and so she went and met her. They referred her to another hospital. She went there and told her the same thing. "Miss Zukobo, if you go ahead with this, you'll either die or your child will die, or the child will be born deformed. We need to flush the baby out." The second time, she went to another hospital. She said they had already prepared her to do the operation to abort the pregnancy. And then the doctor just said, "Madam, I don't think you should touch this baby yet. Just take you to another expert in Benin." And then, of course, the pregnancy was already far gone. We're talking about 6, 7 months now, which would have been very risky, about 5, 6 months. But she said before going to that one, she wanted to speak with her pastor in worry. And then she went to the man of God and he prayed. He just made a simple prayer. He said, "If this child will bring shame to the name of God, without thinking twice, the doctors should abort the pregnancy. But if this child will be used to bring glory to the name of God, even if it takes a few seconds before the operation will be carried out, let them change their mind." And so she traveled to Benin to meet this doctor, the gynecologist. They had completed everything, put her on a stretcher, everything. But the lady doctor, she said she wanted to carry out the last test. And then she just placed her hand all over my mom. And she said from nowhere, I kicked. And then the woman pulled her hands off and she spoke in Isheki, but the meaning of what she said was, "Not with my hand, I could remove this one." Because obviously she knew that there was something, a deformed baby wouldn't be that active. But I think it was all about God's grand design. So that's yes. So when I was born, my mom said she took her time to count my fingers to make sure that we were complete.
Because I'm looking at you right now.
Before.
So
It's
the meaning
God.
of
It is God. It Yes.
it's only to have been God. The meaning of the name Oba is the whole name.
Yes.
What again?
The thoughts of this world are not the thoughts of God.
Now, what to write this? So far, we've heard a couple of songs about Chibok, girls, and all of that. For yours, I told you someone listened to your song yesterday. You listened to your song and said, "This texture, who is this?" So, this is just the beginning of the things to come, of great things to come. What inspired you to?
It has to be God, no one else but God. Ever since the girls were adopted, I have been praying in my morning devotions. I always say a word of prayer for these girls. And on this particular day, June the 6th, I woke up and as I was doing my morning devotion, I was praying. So the words, the few lines I got was the chorus, and the first two lines came, and I to be honest, I was distracted, so I couldn't even pray as much as I ought. But then I remember I spent about 6 hours in my room. I didn't go out of the room, and the entire song the entire lyric up to me in those 6 hours. And it took an extra day or so to just polish, remove one or two lines, add one part where I said, look to the hills. I had look up to the sky, look to the sky. But then I wanted to just polish it up a little bit. So just mass 2 days to write the song. So to answer your question once again, it's just a combination of my thoughts and prayers for these girls that give birth to the song.
Because the first question that I'm sure will come is, didn't you just write this song so that you would gain acceptance? Like, this is what's happening now. So let's just do this so that we'll sing. How long have you been singing? How long you didn't come out with a song up until now? Now.
I have been singing since I was 8. We have a family choir called Zion's Grace Junior Choir.
Everyone starts from the choir.
Yeah, that's my church, my family. Yeah, most people they start from there, but in my own case, I sing with my family choir called Zion's Grace Junior. Yeah, and then this was the way back. I can't tell you the year exactly, but yeah, and then we had this choir, so I started singing on stage at that time my own songs. She was 16, but I know that this is the time. I have written quite a number of songs, and I had the privilege of singing to some very done so for the wrong reason. I would have done it because I feel to what I felt called to do.
So how long do you think, how kind of acceptance do you expect for this help is coming?
Wide range of acceptance. From not just like he was saying earlier on, it's not just for the Chibok situation. It cuts across various issues that we're coming, that we come face to face in everyday life.
All right. So what do we expect from you after this?
After this, I'm planning another. I'm hoping and praying that I can drop another single on my birthday, which is coming up on the 22nd.
We are praying for you. Comfort on the way.
Some dreams unreached, the prize of being reached, to live the life you reach. Day by day we're wondering how and where we've all gone wrong. Eagle leads we need, God alone, the pain you go. He has His angels with you. To bring you Since you ran away from the one you love, reaching out to you, praying for
Obas, beautiful, beautiful song. The first time I heard the song, I was like, who is this person? I didn't know. You know. But then, do you have any like if this girls come back, you know, or we don't even know what's
If they're coming back in Jesus. Yeah.
if they come back because anyone who listens to this song
When they come back.
yeah, when they
When
come
they
back,
come back,
yeah.
yeah.
Anyone who listens to this song can, I don't know, it's the call is not just for the girls only,
Yeah.
it's for people that
Going from
come.
one form of crisis to another.
Exactly.
There's another version.
That's what I'm
Yeah, there's another version that I have. I recorded also, and you don't have all of these. You don't have Chibo girl stated. So that one can minister to any person going through any challenge.
I just wanted to say.
Yeah.
All right. So, of us, tomorrow, now, this song goes on air and everywhere it's playing, and the president calls, and would you still remember that you're a gospel act?
That's very true. You want an answer honestly?
Would you still remember? Yes, no.
Yes, completely without any.
Because you know why?
Yeah.
I remember a long time ago there was this guy came out, he sang one song, and the first time they asked him, he said he was a gospel artist. Then the song came out and he was like singing and all of that. Then one interview they asked him, are you a gospel singer? He said no. And that was the last I heard of him. Till now. No one remembers him. If I even call the name, I'm sure those of you will not remember. So it has happened, several people they call gospel singers and all that. But do you intend to do other songs other than singing for Christ and all of that?
Gospel and inspirational,
Yeah.
like this is inspirational.
Yeah.
Still past year. I don't see myself doing anything outside of gospel and
Inspiration. All right.
I have written some songs when Christ really far back. I said 97, 96. I wrote that, but I can't even remember them anymore. Some of them were love songs, and just at that age, you understand. But I can't even remember the songs, and I don't think even if I remember, I would want to record them. Yeah.
Before you tell us a bit about yourself, we're just going to say where you've been, just briefly and all of that. I just want them to watch, not this one. Before that comes up, would you just want to tell us about where you've been, why you got, places you've gone to and all of that, why you say come back home to go on air now, let people see you apart from singing in churches, going with I'm not the one doing those things. You tell us. I know all the story, but you tell us.
Yeah, I've never really been based abroad, so I come and go. Yeah, something like I can. Yeah, I worked for an international NGO called Initiatives of Change, and this was in 2006. I went for a training in Switzerland and some countries in Asia. For 5 of us from 27 countries. Only black person, but to the glory of God, I was the only person who had that passion for music. So I led them, and we wrote some songs together. So I wrote some songs while there. So over those years, I would go to Switzerland every summer to help plan for conferences that we usually have at the international headquarters there in Switzerland. And I've sang for people like Kofi Annan who came to our center, was asked to sing for him, and for the Undersecretary of the United Nations, the Secretary General, and some world presidents past who've come to our center then to sing. And the Emir of Kano, the late Emir of Kano, Alhaji Adoba Yero, have been opportunity to sing in his presence because he happens to be the grand patron of the organization in Nigeria, the NGO in Nigeria. So, quite a number of places, and for those years, the initiatives have changed. I've visited 14 countries, and we usually asked to sing for them. And the last one was I was invited to go before the crisis started to participate in a training program. I was one of the faculty to help facilitate a training program for we call them peace mobilizers. It was organized by the office of the Vice President Ray Macha before he became, in quotes, the rebel leader. And so it was quite interesting, But that period of my life was very interesting because when we were in South Sudan, there were five of us core facilitators. Two were from Australia, another was from Ukraine, another Australia, and myself. Those five of us were core facilitators, and so we music aspect. And then there was a particular night before the president, Salva Kiir, made a decree that the program should come to a stop. And it was on Al Jazeera. They were wondering why he would make such a decree. But then again, so we're all planning how to go to embassy, for safety and different countries. But then God showed up and all of that, changed. So that for me was then a platform to do my music and also help to spread the message of peace.
But being the worry boy, everyone would expect that looking like this and worrying and all of that, you will be doing songs that would look like you. Like tomorrow, the worry boy, they tell you, oh, but this is what we want. I have a song for you. This, the lyrics and all of that, all this commercial background and all of that. Sorry to use that word, you are not going there.
I wouldn't even try because I'm sure I'll be an embarrassment to myself. I can't imagine myself rapping. It will flow. You understand? It's very dry and it will just with the leg for one.
Yeah,
things come down.
Before you go, you're going to tell us what your plans are for the future, and all of that. But I want us to hear you do something other than the Chibok girls. Would you like that? The video. Okay, what are your plans for the future?
Yeah, like I said, I intend doing another single, probably two more singles, and then float an album. So that's the future.
So just watch out for
Watch out.
round of applause. When it's coming, yeah. I wanted to I want you to do the song. Then I'll music.
I hope everybody stick their heads full ticket.
So I'll be doing a quick song I wrote. No. I wrote this song in 2005 and I called it You're My Brother Anyway, You're My Sister Anyway. Interesting circumstance surrounding this song, but I'm not going to go into It is so. Yeah. No holds barred anymore. That's what we want away. You're the you're my sister anyway, anyway. Time turns me to before the Lord. Generations yet unborn. I don't you're the sister God, this seems like some colors, but conscious to us. Give me all the chance to reach a real love, that will be. You're my sister anyway. Yes, I trust you anyway. And
anymore. This is just what we've been looking for. What we've been waiting, looking, and you have come. I just hope that the people out there welcome. Welcome you. Around the floor, please. Can we get to the floor now? Because no other questions will come on what kind of instrument do you play? Yeah.
No, I would actually like to know if you play other kind of instruments.
Okay.
And then I'd like to know how long you've worked, you've been singing, because your voice sounds very trained. you know where to take it high and low and all, and you don't need your CD, or you don't need the aid of anything to perform live. So I want to know how long you've been for how long you've been singing, and then what other instruments you play. And then I also want to say that or ask rather that don't you think it would be nice if you sang love songs too? Because it doesn't necessarily have to be immoral. If you're kind of person who sings love songs, I see the world embracing it more than what we've had before.
I see that. Yeah, yeah. Is it okay? Yeah, okay. Well, I've been seeing to polishing my piano playing skills, even my guitar playing skills. I plan to take that to the next level. I think I've been very lazy with playing this thing. And then the last one, the last question about doing love songs. I to be honest with you, because I've done stuff before, back then. You don't want to hear that, with the normal guy thing with girls and all of those things. But I see, I'm usually now, I'm careful with the message that I pass across to people. It could be a normal, for example, end up doing, which I don't think I will.
Martin,
Yeah,
going back
she,
home to
yeah.
now, and they don't think immoral. It makes you
Yeah.
want to listen. I find these young people of nowadays
Doing,
singing Kenny Rogers
yeah,
to a girl on the street.
yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
blend. So that's what I meant when I said
Okay.
love songs.
Okay. Yeah.
So would you?
I will. Yeah. Yeah. It should be straight and simple. I would. Yeah. I
They're
would
all
stick to it.
inspirational.
Yeah. They're all inspirational, but yeah. Yeah.
Next question.
Well, this is just a simple question. There was a time like this when the average public access wants to showing content for performance and kinds of videos. Was one of the messages someone who's actually aspiring to come up with a song and they feel that if they're not commercial, they can sell.
Hmm. This is it. Be true to yourself. I'm encouraged by the words of G.K. Chesterton. G.K. Chesterton. He said, "What is wrong is wrong, even if everybody is doing it, and what is right, even if nobody is doing it." So I think that point of knowing who you are and what you carry inside and the message that you have to share, you know, to the world, will speak for itself. Once you have that in your head, you won't be distracted by what people expect from you. You have a message to share. Just go ahead and do it, and do not be afraid to stand alone, even if people expect you to share. It shouldn't be that way, but I think you're a full artist or musician if you can play an instrument to just accompany yourself. You understand? So if we're by
one thing is very common with journalists, but a lot of journalists talk about it. And when something is not talk, okay, it's a very good practice. So, I just want to say that the song is very nice. This is the kind of song that we have been looking for, we have been expecting. I don't think all my ideas from yes, but I don't want to do praise singing, okay? But I just want to say the very good performance is a kind of national orientation something, you know. The federal government is supposed to be promoting something like this, not you as an individual doing it by yourself. It's a song that maybe something like good luck our president hears it, he should just say, oh, let us make it a national orientation message and let it be played as many times as possible on a daily basis. So therefore, thank you very much.
I need to say this song is wonderful, and your voice too. The texture is it's good. I want.
Yeah. No, I mean, just normal voice training, look up internet, train yourself, and then and now I train some people, on how to sing and do voice training for people. Like, I look was going for some refresher courses,
Well, I think that's actually.
Yeah, but, I'm actually not supposed to be asking questions. Well, I think the question should be about why did it take you so long to come out?
Same thing like that.
That should be the question. That's one. Then I should be asking again. If I've seen you play a good song, you're asking this song. I've seen you sing. Would you consider yourself a total performer? Are you an all-round performer? Apart from singing, apart from playing, do you have an art? Would you say I am?
when you yes, in terms of stage performance,
yes, attitude,
I think I can answer that for me.
Yeah.
I wanted to play the guitar and sing the song. And I felt like I was at a very big event, that I paid to watch and watching.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much. Yeah, you know my job for me already.
Yeah, tickets, I hope it happens.
Then you ask the second question. That was interesting. Yeah. Sorry.
Why took you?
That's the same question Obas asked me when I met him. He said, Obas, where have you been all my life? You understand? So I'm humble when I hear such things, but again, it has to do with timing. I just feel in my spirit this is the time, this is the season, for this to come out. And to be honest with you, I'm not doing it for fame or for the monetary. I was sharing with them a few days ago. In 2011, there was someone who he was interested in my music. And he said, I need to work with you. And I said, but who have you met? Which producer have you met? I said, I've met Obas and he's very excited to work with me. And what Obas? I said, are you sure? It's okay, I'd like to go and see Obas with you. I said, okay, fine, no problem. So I gave Obas a call. I said, I have someone who's interested in sponsoring my musical, funding it. Would you be happy to see him? I said, why not, Obas? Come bring him. And so we went. And we went to see Obas and all of that. So, but to cut the long story short, it didn't work out. Because he wanted me, the same thing with him. He wanted me to do some secular songs, and he wanted me to perform in his. He owned the club. He wanted me to come once a week, just to make an appearance. You understand? To just sing. And I just said, sorry, man. I can't. Even though I'm happy, you're going to bring the money, and I need all of that. But I'm not, because I have a message to share and I'm not going to be distracted by.
I think I need to ask this.
I need to ask something useless. For that 16 years, not, he didn't pay for it. I must tell you that he didn't pay for it, he didn't ask for it. But I insisted. I walked into his radio station and I heard the song and I said, look, this is a golden event that should not be high. High is here, is not. So it tells us a lot. But somebody who is definitely has a debt and is not in a hurry to make money. And I think that's the reason why we should also do justice to what we're doing today. Please help me to push him out there. It's not, this is the time. And this is the right time. Thank you.
I would like to find out if your background is a bit, you saying you worked with the international NGO, would it have been part of the influence in your choice of the Chibok angle to the music you put out? Although I know that it is a nagging issue worldwide. Then secondly, on a lighter note, since you have been to over 14 countries, South Sudan,
Small places.
I'm sure nothing should stop you from singing this song you want.
Okay, first of all the comments and reactions that I have seen and heard about Chibok girls, I think they're the first person who have decided to speak directly to girls. I've heard people talk to movement, okay, now my question, having heard all what you said, what else? How do you people to together?
Good question. Yeah, I do business. Yeah, and yeah, basically I do business. And if you want to know the kind of business I do, if you want to, but I do general business is wide.
Tell us.
Oh, you want? Okay, fine. I bring in shoes from Italy. Oh, wow. Yeah, and then I give them to yeah, and then I do motivational speaking. People invite me to speak to young people, students, and then I serve. Although I haven't done that for some time now, but I used to be a counselor as a remand home in Abeokuta. I go there on my own, just spend time with the children, buy them some biscuits, drinks, take my kids along, play for them, just have fun. So I do that. That's a personal thing that I do. But I stopped, because I lost 3 of the children. They died in a space of 2 weeks. And one of them was my favorite, Funto. I'll never forget that guy. They sent him to grind beans for Akara, and was crossing the road and was knocked down by an Okada, and he died in the hospital. So when I was making my visit to them, he's one of the first children who screamed my name from once he sees my car going, Uncle Obas, right from there, because it is a facility, so they're not allowed to come out, but from the window, they're able to see the people outside. And then, but just as I was going, I noticed that I didn't hear any voice. I didn't hear, the other children, but I didn't hear Funto's voice. But then the manager of the house just beckoned to me, said, "Mr. Obas, please come straight to my office." I was wondering why, but normally if I go, I just go straight to the children. And he told me I have some bad news. I said, "What is it?" He said, "Funto is no more." I said, "What are you saying?" They said men don't cry. But I broke down and I wept. Because I could see a child that was not just very intelligent, he had a bright future. He had just finished his primary school exam and was given scholarship throughout his secondary school. And this is a boy whose parents drove him out of the house. So he was a wandering kid, but the government picked him up and they put him in so I had plans. I had got a present and I had huge plans how to speak to some of my foreign friends to see how we could get him to sponsor him through school and then possibly give him some international, just some exposure to encourage people from disadvantaged background, but died from had AIDS, but died in the facility. And then the third one, was I think he had a mental problem, and they said he died. So that was it was traumatizing in a way. Because every time I went, I looked forward to seeing Funto, that boy, amongst the other children. So since then, I've not been able to go, but I think I need to dust myself back up and get back. So those are the kind of things I really like doing, and then yeah.
One question?
Okay, good afternoon. My name is May 9. I'm from Eco FM. So my question is this, in as much as I do come late, but with everything you've done and hope to achieve, how do you see yourself in the next 5 years with all this, the motivational talks, everything you've acquired and required? What do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
First of all, I see myself being married because I'm tired of being a single man.
You just said that you have kids.
I don't. No, I think so.
No.
I may not spoil my market too.
It's an open invitation.
I did try clarifying things.
Okay.
You understand? As freshmen, we got to know all these things that you get. Sorry. Yeah. We have to know what is integrated.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Why Nigeria?
Okay, so I got to ask you, guys.
Yeah. Within
the how far do they go? You understand? All kinds.
Yeah, no picking. And so in 5 years' time, I look forward to being married and have my kids.
No, you have someone already now that you're cutting with.
I'm still searching. Let me leave it at that. Yeah.
We're online. We're online.
Okay.
We're online.
Okay.
So don't worry.
Okay, so 5 years from now,
Married.
from
Level. You understand? I see myself ministering and singing in various events, and hopefully, I hope to sorry, yeah, I hope to do collabos with some very good artists.
Okay, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, tell me who's your favorite artist, Nigerian artist, female. That you would love to
It will be Asha without any doubt.
I was going to say,
why did you choose Asha?
Yeah, because I think we connect. Yes. We connect. Our style of this is not the church, so I'm going to be. But the Bible says, "Deep call it unto deep."
Yes.
So she. I met her and she was coming and I was going to Alliance Française in Ikoyi, and she was coming there to rehearse. Yeah, she hadn't even started there. And for the first time, she came with her guitar and then we started, she gave me a guitar to sing. And then, so that was the first time I met Asha in person. But I think she used to, if I used to say no, then I will take it on.
My last question. It's like, okay, you've been to so many countries. You've been to Francophone countries.
Yes.
Do you see yourself doing a French song, just like Yemi Alade?
I would love to. I speak a little bit of French, but I'd like to do a song or two in French. Yeah. Femme, je vous aime.
So which international acts, sorry, would you like to do
Collaborate. This might shock you. I would love to do a collab with R. Kelly.
No, it's not shocking.
It's not
No,
shocking.
the thing is, R. Kelly is his style of music inspires me. R. Kelly is one of my favorite artists.
I can just someone that.
Yeah, it's just you know, but he's got some really good stuff. Yeah. Loaded. Yeah,
All right, next question, please.
Good afternoon. Sorry, were you here to stay in the music industry or you just want to do it for a while and quit? And did you work with a life partner?
If I work,
If you intend to just do music for a while, then
no, this is it. Yeah,
this is
yeah,
it.
this is it. And this is my life. This is it. I'm not like the comments, and I've come to stay by God's grace. Yeah.
Wait, there's an answer here. I want to do he must say something.
No,
Okay, Kilo will take the last shot, right?
taking the last shot. So, any other questions?
Any other question? I have a question.
Okay.
Okay.
You,
Would you?
Where's the mic?
can you just let him have that.
You just know that this is your life and this is what it's going to be. You say in ministry, you say that if you find a wife that cannot connect with your ministry, most likely you're going to have a problem.
Yes.
Essentially, all your satellites on for women that will complement what you do, that will do it with you directly. Thank you.
So what's the question?
No, it's a question.
It's a question. Easy. Searching for a woman.
I've seen a man of God who runs a very big ministry, but because the wife is wrong, and you cannot reconcile with your wife,
I know.
the whole essence of your ministry is.
Yes.
That's not
Yeah, in my past, I've dated maybe with one or two. Yeah, I know that I've dated a lady once who told me that I couldn't sing. Because I'm a music praise and worship leader in the church, and he said all praise and worship leaders are womanizers. You understand? And then, but I thank God because it ended. But I know if I had gone ahead if I had settled with that one, I'd have been miserable because this is my life. I've always said anything and everything that I've been doing, all the hustling up and down, the bring shoes, the workouts, and it's to put my music, to get it, on the right path, and fulfill my vision. This is my ministry. So she may not necessarily be a singer, but she should have the aspects that complement my singing. She could be a manager. She could be, someone just supporting you, and you can do it. You can do it. This is it. And,
I just want to write.
Yeah.
Asking.
What's the question?
Let's hear your question. For your brother, your colleague.
I'm honored today, beyond every single doubt. Being given the privilege to say one or two things as another star in the house. I think I better use the opportunity to say a very big thank you. By remembering what happened a few days ago, a day like this, that was mine to do. So I want to say I really appreciate, and with the way things are looking, maybe in fact there's something more than good. Maybe I should be the one that will be preparing at least something, maybe some goodie bag. Actually, I don't know because as a matter of fact, I can't even walk. I'm new in Lagos. I can't even move my area and I can't even walk barefoot. I mean, I should be happy, right? Yes. Because you guys have done that.
Before you go, we just want to appreciate all those of us who were here last time.
You guys did a wonderful
You did a wonderful job. He said his Facebook page has been on for years, but it was after that event. That's the rest
I can't even believe my picture has going over 3,000
on Twitter, on Facebook, like they just open
few days.
So I just
So thank you.
Like,
thank you. Okay.
I think that's the last question.
Is that enough? Alright.
That's the last. So we're going to take the video now. This
There is one interview that we did sometime. In Sweden.
I'm come to help in one of the leadership training program in the continent of Africa or around Africa. We're bringing together young Africans, building the African continent and building in diaspora. In doing that together for a couple of weeks to receive leadership training in conflict resolution, management, and training and network. And after that, we have the outreach program where Africans go out to share their stories and impact lives and get people changed. And we have successes in the past, and this year it comes in Nigeria. I'm keeping that into a new set of recharge batteries, and that's exactly how I feel every time I come to school. The love and joy that I see by administration is enough to make me believe. And so I'm treating all the way coming back home. Thank you. We would be so strange. We would
All right. Thank you for your time. We pray that, we hope that you do more than what we did for our website. Yes, our website. When we had been on and Buga, but the next time we call you to hear another talk, it will not be that, it will be something bigger, better, with better message. Thank you so much. Before you go, while the goodie bags come, we would like to have another song for those of us who were not here when we did it last time. Round of applause.
Sorry.
December 3rd of December 2005. as I said, like, once called Pakistan in India, I was climbing up the stairs to my room, and on the wall, I saw the words of Mahatma Gandhi. Be the change you want to see in the world. And that was when I wrote this.
I'm not alone. You are here.
Thank you so much. Today we need time. We improve them.
We should bring you home. Reaching out to you, bringing home with me.